Hello. Hi, Christopher.
Hello, hello.
So good to see you.
Likewise.
So good to see you. We have been working really hard behind the scenes. So I know we haven't been putting out as many videos and stuff, but we've been working super hard behind the scenes. We have a lot of fun stuff going on.
Yeah.
But this is our most exciting video of this month so far because it is our Grace dress.
Yes, it is.
This is our historical dress. It is the second to the last in the first season, the first, what are we calling it? The first edition of our wonderful historical journey that has been so much fun. This one is called the Gathering Dress. And we showed this in the very beginning. Do you remember when in the very beginning we showed the blue gown and this one in one of our reels?
Yes.
And people got so excited.
Yeah. Thank you for your patience. It's finally here.
It's finally here.
Yeah.
This one is Civil War era. This is 1840s to 1860s, 1870s. And this one was done off of pictures from the Civil War era of daytime clothes of what a woman would have worn while she was running errands, seeing people, going to church, doing her daily life.
Yeah.
Not super fancy.
Right.
Not super casual. We do have a nightgown that we're going to show, but this one's wonderful, and a lot of people were really excited about it when we teased it. Christopher, you have a lot of experience with this one because you've done all the pressing and all of the staging, and what do you feel about it?
I really love this dress.
We're going to put some pictures on the screen that Christopher took and Diana edited as Christopher tells us what he thinks.
Yeah, I love this one. I think the fabric on this is really extraordinary. The skirt has a really lovely pliability. It feels luxurious, and like you were saying, it's sort of a pedestrian daily fashion. It feels very civilian. It's not extravagant necessarily, but I think by today's standards, it's beautiful. It's larger than life, I think, than any of us would wear for running errands around town. But the cape is so gorgeous, and the blouse is so gorgeous. I mean, the sort of velvety texture with the velvet crushed piping and the satin lining. You've got functional buttons all the way down the blouse. Really beautiful sort of ornate silver buttons, and a gorgeous skirt that just cascades down to the ground. And I love the palette. I think as we are sort of preparing for and ushering into autumn, this is such a lovely way to do that. And I think if you wanted to, layer up with a cape or take it off for something casual, it's also comprised of many pieces that would be compatible with other mix and match maybe pieces from the season, right? If you're one of those people that really enjoys sort of combining the elements of different fashions, it's easy to do that with this, and I just love the silhouette. It's so gorgeous.
It is so gorgeous. This one will be perfect around Christmas time.
Oh, for sure.
It's not an overtly Christmas dress, but my goodness, this as one of your carolers in your Christmas scene, or somebody who's out doing Christmas shopping.
Yeah.
This is just so beautiful for that. So
perfect for those little dioramas. And in fact, I would say, like, if you had to have one mascot fashion for each season, I think this is the one I would pick for autumn. Like, you can wear this through August, September, October, November, December.
Right.
You can have a winter fashion maybe, but like for autumn, I think this is very distinctly, it feels like fall. It feels autumnal. It's crisp. It's gorgeous.
It is, and that's what I love about it, and that's why we put it out for this month. We have a very big surprise for you for next month, and in the coming months. We have a lot of wonderful things that we are working on. It is very exciting. Yeah. We have had more fun with this subscription. I don't want to say than any of them because they've all been so fun, but this one has just been very thrilling.
It feels like a standout in lots of ways.
Yeah.
Thrilling is a great way to describe that. It's had a different sort of
challenging,
palpable, vibrational energy, I think. This one just feels challenging, it feels engaging. And
we've learned so much. I didn't know about Civil War fashion. Or
Sure.
You would think I would, being in the antique industry, but antique dolls just came on antique clothes, and I didn't.
Sure.
Honestly, our mom took care of that. Paul's behind the camera, and it's so I can tell that she's looking down, thinking, "What a wonderful mesh of the antique world that we did, along with the fashion, with the modern dolls, which are how we are running our business now." And it is a perfect marriage of both. And I know she's just thrilled. Even Sally, who has been helping us curate the outfits and giving us fashion analysis. Sally worked for the shop for almost 40 years doing fashion history and making sure everything looked right, and now I send the modern dolls in their outfits to Sally to make sure that they look right. So it's been good. So again, you get another beautiful crinoline.
All of
you
the same
cannot have enough
that
crinolines.
you get from all the others. It's a huge, big puff. I love this. What this does for the outfit is monumental.
Much needed, beautiful crinoline. The shirts, again, are just beautiful. Look at that little cuff with those little darts right on the neckline.
And the shape of the sleeve is really
Yes.
gorgeous. Like, you don't see it much, fresh out of box this way. This is one I would say break your iron out for, even if it's just for the blouse. You get so much from this when you give it a little pressing. It's gorgeous.
Yes, and the cape too needs a little something.
If you're ever trepidatious about velvet, I would just do a cloth over the top of that. You could even sort of moisten or mist a cloth and then iron the capelet through the cloth and keep that, soft and safe.
And it makes everything look so much better. But again, I can't ever let one of our videos go by because it's never going to be just normal that the quality is this good.
It's gorgeous.
The quality is just outstanding. When you feel these garments, they feel like actual human garments.
Yes.
They are made like actual human garments.
I think it's difficult to maintain movement in garments most of the time because in miniature scale, you don't keep that sort of softness. And so many of these garments, truly anything by Ruby Red, maintains that beautiful flowy movement.
Yeah.
It's just, they do a phenomenal job.
Yeah. It takes us a year to get the garments because to get on their schedule, we have to submit our samples about 4 months in advance. And then we get the sample after about 4 months just to let you know the process. And then the production process is about 4 months. And then, I mean, it's a big thing. So when we decided to go down this road, I don't want to say I was like taking a chance, but it was nerve-wracking.
Well, and given that timeline is also so often subject to change and that everything going on sort of adds to that. So
it does.
It keeps us on our toes, but it's very gratifying.
It is very gratifying.
Being able to do this is so fun.
It is so fun. And we are working very hard and trying very hard. There is a lot going on in the world with the tariffs. We just got a tariff bill yesterday for $1,000. And the fact that we are able to keep our prices the same, we are able to continue to buy our products. I have not bought one product because of the tariff situation. We have been, thankfully, because of you, doing our usual volume, selling out of our shoes and our accessories.
Yeah.
And all of that is what takes away that sting from all those tariffs. So I just wanted to take a moment to thank you so much for all of your support and spending your hard-earned money so that even through these trepidatious times, these scary times for being in a doll business, we are able to still have our paychecks every week and keep buying our wonderful products. So thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so we've got some wonderful things that Diana Vining did. We have 2 fabulous add-ons this month.
That's true. We've got some really fun add-ons. I know that people have been very eager waiting for historic wigs.
Yes.
And we have one for you.
One.
We have one.
The rest
for
are
you.
coming.
Yeah, we're working.
It's a good one.
It's working on it. I love this wig. We are working with multiple factories, as you know, and this is a new product from a factory that has been offering wigs that we have not tried before. So I really love the fibers that they're using. They feel really soft. They almost feel like human hair, and they can give a really sort of soft hold that still maintains its shape. So we have a wig, we have a nightgown.
And a nightgown, a Victorian nightgown.
I love
Isn't it
this
beautiful?
piece. Yeah.
The nightgown's wonderful. Before we get into the art and everything else, we're going to talk about this nightgown. And you did see the nightgown on social media. We have already teased it a little bit, but the detail and the ballooning and the crystal,
crochet
you
lace,
take it away. It is so good.
The crochet lace is so incredible to me. The scale is perfect.
Yeah.
I love those pearl buttons down the collar. All of the little ribbon details
I'm going to get in there
so
so you
wonderful.
can look at that.
It's really beautiful. And I did give that a little iron, but I think as nightgowns do, it naturally looks really nicely with with a little wrinkle, as if you maybe just got out of bed in the morning. And to say nothing of the wig, it's really lovely. You have a gorgeous braid that comes down, you can, hang in the back or on either side, and then these gorgeous little dollops of curls on the top. I just think this is so lovely. I think you can almost hear her staff trying to, get her dressed in the morning.
And she's running around when you're fresh out of bed, you would have your hair in a braid.
Right, exactly.
It just feels like straight out of a storybook.
Yeah. So I think these pieces naturally go together really well, but of course you can stage the wig on anything. You can wear the nightgown, you know, with any pair of shoes or wigs or what have you. But they do stage well together.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind while you're, you know, browsing the boutique later. I think this is such a gorgeous companion for this season. And it won't be the last piece that we're going to be offering for undergarments of sorts for the subscription. So if you want to enhance any of the existing pieces that you've received in the subscription and pieces you anticipate, because there will be more, there are some really lovely add-ons, so don't miss out on the
coming.
Stuff.
They're coming. We have a lot of wonderful things in production, and we expect those things to be coming in the next several months. But we do have a fabulous outfit. We're going to see if we can get, if we're ready for November.
Yeah.
We have, of course, our October outfit, but we have a fabulous Christmas dress.
Yes, we do.
So we do have a lot of wonderful things that are going to carry us through the new year.
Yeah.
And then in the new year, we're going to extend our subscription, which is going to be so much fun.
I can't wait.
All right, so now we're going to look at the wonderful printables and crafts and activities that Diana Vining did and take a look at our pattern of the month. Our crafts of the month and our wonderful paper doll are made by Diana Vining. She has the Paper Doll Shop, which is starting a historical subscription, which if you enjoy paper dolls and you want a monthly delivery, get on Diana's subscription. It is so much fun, and she will be previewing it later coming up at the Ohio National Doll Show and showing her subscription, and you can actually join there. And she's going to be giving away a free spot on her subscription too at the dinner, which is going to be so fun.
Do not miss the ever delightful Diana Vining's subscription. She is not going to be doing enough promotion for this, I'm sure.
No, she doesn't.
So
I've tried to train her on how to promote, but she's so sweet.
Oh yeah, one of the most jolly parts about her is that she's very humble. So for everyone that's curious, let us be the first to tell you, do not miss out. She is so talented, and you can really see so much of the love that just sort of burbles around inside of her comes out in her work every time. I think dolly people are also very sentimental and very involved in that element of imagination, and Diana acutely understands that. So sign up while you can.
Yep, sign up while you can. So let's speak about her art. First of all, the first thing I see right here though is this beautiful picture. Christopher, you took a long time making these wonderful photos.
Thank you.
What was your vision for this outfit and what Grace was doing?
Well, I mean, we had discussed that the sort of context of this would be casual, and I imagined her sort of bustling around outside. And so when I took this, I was hoping to capture the sense of movement, and I don't know how effective that is, but you know, whatever. But I
it's
knew
effective.
She would be...
It looks awesome.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I really enjoy this element of the work. Photographing it and hoping and trying to bring both the doll and the garment and the pairing of those things to life is a very gratifying challenge. And Diana always really understands where I am. I think we sort of are able to read each other's minds a little bit that way, so I'm very grateful for her, and she did a great job editing these. But it was fun. As you'll hear in the story later, I have a whole, you know, I have a journey for her to go on, and I think this sort of gives you the idea that she's running around and she's on a mission.
I love it. I love the changing of the leaves. It looks almost like she's in Colorado.
Yeah,
with
it
the
does.
Rocky Mountains behind her, and that's so very us, but it's just such a perfect outfit for a historical subscription.
Yeah, it's true.
She could be like a pioneer lady or something.
Oh, for
There's
sure.
just so many ways that you can envision this outfit and have your Grace doing what you want her to do within the context of your story.
Yeah.
So when you see this outfit and when you open it or when you saw it at the beginning of the video, if your first thought was she's doing this or that, then make it that for your house and in your collection.
It's very apple pie. Like if you want it to be apple pie, it can be apple pie.
It's very apple pie. I love that. And there's a little basket of apples right here on the paper doll.
Yeah.
So the paper doll is darling. The undergarments are so very sweet. As far as shoes for this outfit, we didn't create specific shoes because we have lots of wonderful shoes.
That can work with this. You can wear brown, you can wear black, you can wear white, you can wear white and black. I mean, you could just do anything you want to. You could wear green, and we have all those options.
Yeah. We thought that the wig and the nightgown was much more needed this month, so you're going to have a lot of fun with that. But the paper doll is beautiful. Diana did a wonderful job. The one thing we didn't also mention is the bow, the black.
The tie is gorgeous.
Isn't that great?
It's really, that's one of my favorite elements. It has a hook and eye clasp at the back, so it's easy to apply, and it's sweet that it sort of is a lovely garnish on the outfit that also, when you're wearing the cape, you don't really lose because you replace the bow of the cape. You get a little hint of black however you wear it, which I think is very nice.
Right, and you have two different looks. Right here,
Yeah.
she looks like, to me, like in this outfit, like a school teacher.
Sure.
Doesn't
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
And then here she looks like a lady maybe going to church or picking up apples or doing something within town.
Yeah.
Or getting on
On
a
an
covered
errand.
wagon.
Sure.
And so each one of these looks elicits almost a different feeling and a different story in my head.
It's the power of accessorizing, right? You get to really change the narrative based on the hair or the cape or the absence of it. Like this is the whole thing. So don't miss out on the fun pieces in the boutique, because I think if you have a narrative that's already brewing for you, hopefully we can assist in creating that for you at home.
Yeah, and I think we do a good job. But the best part for us is when you post your pictures and we get to see it in your house with your dolls and with your accessories and how you styled it. It's so fun. It's so fun. When we love hearing what you think.
Yeah.
So there's a cover letter that you're going to see, which Diana Biting did a wonderful job. Again, I love that she brought in so many elements. I love the quilt right here and the ribbon, and so Grace might be sewing or having tea. She really brought in so many details that bring in the vibe of this outfit, which is autumnal, which is living our everyday lives. And as Grace is a woman, she is, I wrote a little bit about, we talked about the dress here, but it said, we named this outfit the gathering dress to reflect the many ways a dress like this might have been worn. Gathering with the family by the fire, gathering produce from the garden, or even gathering with friends at church or a community event. It speaks to the rhythm of life and where simple routines were infused with dignity and quiet elegance. As part of the Journey Through Time subscription series, the Gathering Dress adds depth to Grace's historical wardrobe. Each piece in this collection helps tell a story of how women lived, worked, and celebrated through the centuries. This month's ensemble reminds us that even in the busiest or most ordinary days, fashion offered comfort, identity, and beauty. So important.
And it's so true.
Right?
Fashion is so important for all of those things.
Absolutely.
It facilitates it.
It facilitates it. And when we see this, it brings us straight back, which is so much fun. So here's our one of our crafts of the month. It has a library card, which is super, super cute.
Yeah.
And then you can have some little library shelves with some books. And then again, you have your Journey Through Time books. So that's always fun because Grace can be holding her books, and in the story, the book is involved.
Yeah.
So it does go well.
Yes.
And then I love this one, Christopher. Why don't you take this one away? This is the Grace's trip to the general store.
I love it.
Isn't that so cute?
So right away, I love that we have the lamp. I love that so much. I think that's such a fun detail. Diana always has a great eye for detail and an understanding for accessories, and it comes through. We've got peppermint sticks, which I just love, and an array of candies. We've got the Queen of the Pantry. We've got her shopping list and some posters here, and money, of course, because she's busy. She's on the run. She's got errands to tend to. It's a really great, lovely detail. I mean, I love this soap box with what appears to be real vintage advertising. It's really,
it's all real. It's all mid-1850s of what it would have looked like.
just gorgeous. So fabulous job, Diana.
Fabulous job, as always. And then a couple of the illustrations Diana did. This one was so cute.
I love that one.
It says, even the smallest errands feel grand when the world is dressed for autumn. And then Grace is going to Hoffman's General Store. So she can go to Hoffman's General Store and get all of her daily things. It's just so fun. I really like period shows and movies, and you just sit there and think about what it would have been like to go to the grocery store and they had one kind of dried beans.
Right.
They had one can of sardines or whatever. And then don't you just sometimes think about what that would have been like?
Of course.
Or wearing these type of clothes on the daily?
Right.
It's wild.
Yeah, hopefully we can exercise that muscle a little bit with the box. I think Diana really helps in bringing that to life.
She does. One of the aspects of our subscription series this year, which has been with us since the very beginning, is our pattern of the month, which is designed by Tamara Casey of Designs by Jude. Tamara Casey of Designs by Jude is the premier place to get all of your sewing patterns and your sewing videos and sewing notions through her website, and already made outfits on her eBay store. So many fun things. And so Tamara's so talented, and she's going to be in Ohio National Doll Show coming up. So we are very excited. But the pattern of the month is I love the hat.
Ooh, yeah.
So it's called Walnut Grove.
Her detailing is gorgeous. Oh, yeah, I love what she did with that little scallop there. Is
Yeah.
so pretty. The bonnet is incredible. Great job.
Great job. So the pattern of the month, sometimes Tamara will make a variation. Sometimes it is very close to what the historical garment is of the month. That is always up to Tamara, and she always does such a fabulous job. It's never exact because there's always Tamara's spin, and Walnut Grove is beautiful, and what I love about it is I love the hat. We have a hat actually coming out it'll probably be here November, December, that is going to go fabulous with this outfit. It's
That's
the
true.
one with the flowers. It's a fabulous bonnet, and it's going to go great with this and so many of the other outfits, but you have it right now in the pattern because Tamara did a wonderful job. So she's going to come on in and tell us all about Walnut Grove. Come on in, Tamara.
Hi, Club Grace family. It's great to be back with you for this month's pattern reveal. This month's subscription box has us traveling back to a simpler and more peaceful time. As I think of the word prairie, my mind instantly fills with nostalgic images of the Ingalls family and the cast of characters that filled their small town from Little House on the Prairie. In celebration of that family and their small town that brought us family values, hard work, and determination, this month's pattern is called Walnut Grove. The pattern features a vintage farming dress with front yoke, a round collar, and long full sleeves that cuff to the wrist. The gathered skirt hits just above the floor with a generous ruffle. The look is perfect for attending church or a social potluck when worn with the fully lined cape and the perfect bonnet that ties with a bow at the neckline. It's hard to believe it's been a quick 51 years since the Ingalls family first appeared in our living rooms. As you select your cotton or calico print to create your perfect Grace Prairie ensemble, perhaps you'll consider putting on an episode of Little House on the Prairie in the background to encourage your country spirit. As always, I hope you enjoy this month's pattern. I hope to see several of you at the upcoming Ohio Doll Show, and I can't wait to see what you make.
Thank you so much, Tamara Casey of Designs by Jude. Christopher, are you excited to see Tamara at the Ohio National Doll Show?
Always. We've become really great friends, and UFDC was almost not long enough to see everybody. It was such a joy to sort of unexpectedly have all of us together. We weren't planning on that necessarily, and it's almost like we didn't get enough time. So I'm glad that we have one more little nugget of opportunity to hang out a little bit and, do dolly things together.
The VDC team will be there representing, chatting up products, giving you big sneak peeks of what's coming up in our subscriptions
You guys
and
are
what we
not
have coming up.
ready.
It's going to be so fun.
Incredible stuff is coming.
Yeah, it's going to be wonderful. So we're very excited about it. Now, Christopher, you spent a lot of time making the story of the month and had a lot of fun doing that.
Yes, I did.
Let's find your story here.
I always try to, to have fun and make it as good as possible. I exhaust my options sometimes too much, but I always want to make a good thing. And so that, this is no exception. We'll see if it translates that way. But you've got a story here that will be front and back, and next month, October, is, we were sort of expecting that to be the finale of this concept, that the season was going to have an arc and it would conclude and we would move on.
Yeah.
And we've changed course and people seem thrilled.
We've
about
renewed.
that. Yeah.
We got renewed.
We re-signed the lease.
It's like being on Netflix.
Yeah.
Like there is season 2.
It kind of feels that way.
We got renewed.
So in some ways, I wanted to bring a closure to this chapter without completely cutting it off. It has to have something that continues on. So this leaves you on a little, chaotic cliffhanger, as a couple of them have, but it'll make more sense next month. So hopefully this feels linear in storytelling. I'll read you a small little blippet here. The afternoon sun peeked through the clouds and a gentle breeze carried the slight chill of autumn. She took a deep breath and stopped first at a nearby cafe for something to warm her hands. She remembered the view from the rooftop restaurant overlooking the ocean, the crisp, salty air inviting her out onto the shore. How fabulous that sailing was, she thought, smiling with nostalgia. She meandered on, passing the storefront of a small gallery. Among the bright, clean walls hung vibrant works of art, boasting saturated jewel tones and delicate pastels, and she recalled those languishing moments spent trapped in another world without color. Ruminating, her focus grew hazy. Soon, Grace came to a dance studio, nearly colliding with a wooden A-frame sidewalk advertisement for ballroom lessons. How convenient those would have been, she wondered, before making a fool of myself in front of the whole festival. It occurred to her then that it didn't seem to matter where she went or what she did. These adventures and their many mysteries would demand her attention. So, Grace sort of goes on a journey of sorts, you know, sort of scavenging for answers in this month's story. And so, if you have her out and in a town setting, running errands and being reminded of her whole journey through the last year, then it sort of fits what's going on our side too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful story. Christopher did a great job as always, and I am very proud of what we have done with this season and the clothes that we have brought to the market and the price that we were able to offer them, and it's just phenomenal what we have done together as a team and with the collectors of the world. So we are very, very, very grateful. This box and the add-ons are so much fun this month. We bought a lot of the nightgowns. We wanted to make sure there was plenty for everyone to have a nightgown because it's such a fun element. It really adds to the storytelling.
100%.
You can add that nightgown to any one of your outfits of the month
Sure.
as a companion piece.
Of course.
So
well, and a number of the stories have actually started with her like getting out of bed, and so like you can create that scene if you want to now.
I love that.
Even more appropriately than before.
I love that. And we do have more of the wonderful wigs coming in different styles. The portrait sitter wig did sell out. Thank you so much. But if this one's super popular, we only ordered 75. And so if you really like it, we can easily get more of that particular wig.
Yeah.
And the factory is very amenable to working with us. I wanted to give you an update on the Grace dolls. So Robert Tonner said that the Grace dolls are supposed to ship sometime next week, which is this week that you're seeing it. So hopefully by the time this video has aired, the dolls have shipped. They're going to ship by air, which means they're not going by ocean, which takes a whole month. And then we're going to get them and get them all situated with their outfits. And by outfits, so it is a new doll, but it comes with...
We have a sort of like gift set for you.
Yeah.
So we're featuring a new way to purchase Grace Marie Fitzpatrick. She will come in a simple garment, and she actually has 3 or 4 garments that will come in the box. We're also going to have shoes, and we're going to have a custom new design box that feels kind of special.
Yeah.
It's different.
Absolutely.
It's a new packaging. It's a new way to get the doll. And these are all going to be the dolls that you've seen with the new hair. Minus one. You haven't seen one of them yet.
One of them's still a surprise. She's blonde.
I love this doll.
Beautiful.
The face is so spectacular, you guys. I hope you're sitting down when you see her because she's so gorgeous.
She'll be great for some of the vintage outfits, the 40s, 50s, 60s.
So many of the things that we've done before claiming to do a historic fashion, many of the pieces that were companions for Anne's subscription. I mean, like, very fitting for lots of existing Grace pieces.
So many. She reminds me of Trixie on Call the Midwife. So if you watch Call the Midwife and you're a fan of the character Trixie, that's who she reminds me of. So that's just a little hint right there to get you started. But we received a third of the dolls, and I just did not feel comfortable putting those out because they would sell out in less than 3 minutes probably. 100 dolls, and people would be, everyone would be that didn't get one would be just so disappointed. So we're waiting until we have the full edition, and then these dolls, Robert said, are easy, hopefully, to get more of because they're not in the toner boxes. They're not coming dressed. We are adding our own clothes and our own boxes. It's going to be very special. It'll feel like a whole new product.
I think it really will.
Yeah.
You're getting a new experience for the doll.
A new experience.
So, sorry to ask you to be patient, but thank you for doing so because I think it is better than being disappointed.
Absolutely.
And we want to ensure that since you've been waiting this whole time that you get the chance, a fair chance to really enjoy purchasing and experiencing the dolls. We're
trying to get everything that we can. We're trying to produce everything that we can. We have to do it in a way that is thought through, that we have everything looking good and being exactly right. Otherwise, we just do not feel comfortable putting something out. There have been things that just didn't make it. And I know it feels like the days can be long, but it is worth it. When we finally get our things and it looks really good. This is a new territory for us to be offering the dolls in this way, but it is a way, especially with the challenging times of getting products, that we can get them to you. And honestly, it's all about the clothes. So you need to get the new dolls, and they come with like 2 shirts, a dress, a pair of jeans,
And undergarments.
underwear,
yeah.
and a pair of shoes.
Yeah.
All new releases. So
I think a gift set is a great way
Gift set's fun.
to think about it. It feels that way. It feels like if you were to, dream up a perfect birthday present that somebody could get for you. It's not just a doll. It's a doll that's designed to be redressed, and you get to do so because she comes with other clothes.
Right.
So it's sort of like a little love letter from us to you for all of your support for so long, and supporting the mix and match sales, and supporting the mystery bags, and supporting all of it. This is a little sort of, thank you very much in that way.
And so many of you have stuck with us. Some of the feedback we get from everyone is, I love everything. But there's been a few times when we've gotten feedback that you didn't love something. And that is totally to be expected, totally normal. Sometimes people feel bad telling me those things, and that's okay. We don't get upset because
it's valuable to know.
Yeah, it is valuable to know. So we're constantly trying, and a lot of the people that have said they didn't like something, they still go and buy more. So thank you for always sticking with us, especially when maybe something wasn't exactly what you thought or loved. You still stuck with us, and so we're in it for the long haul. Us and you.
Yeah.
We're in it for the long haul. So this is a wonderful box. It is going to be so much fun to open and to play with and to enjoy.
Yeah.
And Christopher, for next month, for October, I don't even know what to say, but I know everyone's going to be surprised.
I think I think you should brace for something that feels festive.
Yeah.
It's the month of October. Expect what you will.
Yep.
It is historic. And
Sally signed off on it.
Yeah.
Sally likes it.
It's beautiful. There are so many very detailed elements.
Yeah.
It's also a little bit whimsical. I think it's a little bit campy. It's a little bit tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah.
So
almost like Met Ball filling, like in a way.
Yeah. It's a spectacular finale of sorts. The season's not over, but this will sort of close out appropriately with all the other things that we're doing with October. I think it'll feel very fitting in the lineup, and I think you should prepare to be excited. It's gorgeous.
Prepare to be excited. It's going to be good. So on the VDC schedule, as we get our ducks in a row and as we get our products and we get our things, we will be updating. It has been a quiet month, and that has given a lot of our sewers and a lot of our collectors time to recalibrate, to catch up on products, to save up money, and prepare for the holiday season and all of the fun things that we have coming in the new year. So there's a lot to look forward to. We have our subscriptions launching for Anne and Elowin as well. So there's like so much happening.
I could pop right out of my seat. I'm so excited.
Elowin's going to be so much fun. And Mark Tinkey has been doing incredible things for Anne.
Really
it is just really spectacular. Mark Tinkey has been designing and doing in this space for decades, and he is so talented, and he knows how to speak to the factory and get the fit just right. And we do too, but we are still learning, and so to have Mark's leadership in that way, it's been really, really cool.
He is a breadth of knowledge that I only hope to get, nuggets of education from. And I think what that offers for this season for Anne is going to be really, really, really special, actually. I love what we were able to do with season 1 for her, and maybe we'll talk more about this separately, but what's on board for the two, for Anne and for Elowin, is so exciting.
Right, it is.
I really, really can't wait. In the same way that this feels like it sort of is a different beast from before, this subscription season for Grace feels distinct in some way. I think that is also true of the upcoming and subscriptions. They feel distinct and they feel special. And I really love that we have sort of momentum going that direction for all three of them. There's really exciting, new, innovative, fresh, different developments for all of them. So stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. Think of Virtual Doll Convention as a moving target. Like it's always going to have something different, something exciting, because we don't want to keep putting out the same old, same old.
No,
it's always going to be something new and exciting and fresh and different. And you're right there, front seat, right along with us. So thank you for being here today in our video. Christopher, thank you. Thank you, Paul, for filming. Thank you to the entire VDC team for everything that you do. And we are going to get busy getting these boxes out to you. And thank you for all of your purchases. We hope you love this one.
Thank you so much.
All right. Bye.